we all know this maternal mortality and morbidity is a key indicator of healthcare quality in every nation, and this timely recognition, coordinated response and seamless referral, it is very important, and need for team preparedness and documentation to avoid the medical legal complication. So everybody knows what are the obstetric emergency. Our branch is actually, there are inevitable emergencies day and night, and training staff to manage these emergencies is the fundamental principle of our practice. The team readiness, what is the team readiness? To ability of an obstetric unit to anticipate, identify and manage emergencies efficiently, it is the team readiness. There are few things: infrastructure readiness, human resources readiness, clinical readiness, communication readiness, simulation drills and periodic audits, and role of leadership and teamwork. This all is necessary for team readiness. I am not going into detail of everything. This team readiness, actually infrequency of obstetric emergencies means the staff is not exposed to regular opportunities. We saw our juniors, even my daughter, she is a medical student. She has not even seen क्या होता है. उसको जब बोलते हैं कि बेटा अभी यूट्राइन रप्चर का केस आया, मम्मा ऐसा तो होता ही नहीं, बिकॉज दे हैव नॉट सीन द मल्टीपल प्रेगनेंसी. इवन एक या दो बच्चे होते हैं, हम ही लोग उनको एलटीटी के लिए बोल देते हैं. डाटा सजेस्ट दैट मोर देन 50% मिसशेप अकर ड्यू टू पुअर टीम वर्क एंड कैन बी प्रिवेंटेड. And this for team readiness, to overcome these limitation, regular drills, training and exposure of team is mandatory. We have to just, if we are working in the small setup or big setup, we should actually code blue, code red, code green. ये बीच बीच में आपको बटन दबाते रहना चाहिए देखने के लिए कि आपकी टीम कितना अलर्ट है. कई बार ये तो पता ही नहीं होता, स्टाफ को ही नहीं पता है कोड ब्लू क्या है, उसने देखा ही नहीं कभी कोड ब्लू क्या है. सो एवरी फैसिलिटी शुड हैव एन एफिशिएंट ऑब्स्टेट्रिक इमरजेंसी टीम, एंड बीच बीच में उनका ट्रेनिंग होना भी जरूरी है. The referral system, Nalini madam, she took very nicely that thing, and this timely identification of red flag signs, early decision to refer, communication with referral center before transfer, stabilization before referral, and proper documentation. On this nowadays litigation are so high, so this proper documentation is very necessary. Then transport readiness, आपने तो refer कर दिया, आपको एम्बुलेंस का ड्राइवर ही नहीं मिल रहा है, अब आप बैठे रहिए पेशेंट लेके. So this transport readiness is also important, and the challenges is इंडिया, एम्बुलेंस में गाड़ी का चाबी लेके ड्राइवर घर पे सोने दूसरे गांव में चला गया. दिस आर द एक्चुअली फैक्ट्स इन द पीएचसी एंड सीएचसी लेवल. सो दीज आर द 3 delays model we have to overcome from that. Then birth preparedness, we have to prepare our patient, how much antenatal visit she should go, when she should come for the antenatal visit, counsel her लेबर में क्या क्या हो सकता है क्या नहीं हो सकता है, and she should be informed about everything. Not उसको डराना नहीं है, but she should be informed about all the possible high risk factors also, all good, all bad things. And the financial counseling is also mandatory. Sometimes पेशेंट इज हैविंग द फैंसी इसमें रहता है, और आप जब उसको बिल बताते हैं तभी आपका सारा हाई रिस्क शुरू हो जाता है. तो फाइनेंशियल आपको देखना भी जरूरी है, वेयर यू आर गोइंग टू डिलीवर दिस पेशेंट. देन एथिकल कंसिडरेशन, नॉट ओनली द मेडिको लीगल, एथिकल कंसिडरेशन ऑल्सो इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. एंड द रेफरल व्हेन कॉम्पिटेंस एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज इनएडुकेट, यू हैव टू जस्ट एक्सेप्ट हमारे पास वो सब चीज़ें नहीं है, सो वी हैव टू रेफर दिस पेशेंट टू द हायर सेंटर. The checklist for ethical issues in the HRP, we have to take informed consent. We have to just balance between the risk and the benefits. We have to just we should have the multidisciplinary approach and respecting the patient's wishes. Patient चाहता है कि वो corporate में जाए, then that time you should not refer her to the government sector. You have to just see about her financial plannings also. You have to see her social background also. Then checklist continue with the support services, continuity of care and documentation. Sometimes when we refer the patient, हम उसको भूल जाते हैं, हम देखते ही नहीं उसके बाद उसका क्या हुआ. And that time was the actually important time जब breach of confidentiality between the patient and doctor. Patient को लगता है इस डॉक्टर ने तो मुझे एक बार भगा दिया, अब देख नहीं रही है. So you have to be continue, means you have to ensure continuity. अगर आपने जहाँ refer किया है, you have to ask that doctor also what happened to my patient. Now, pregnant women and obstetrician, everybody want the perfect child and every doctor want a perfect delivery, but it is not possible in our OBG setup, and the actually medical legal aspect is so high in our branch, and there are delay in diagnosis or referral. It is a negligent risk, poor documentation, inadequate informed consent and inappropriate communication. Sometimes you are communicating something, your assistant is saying something, your nurse is saying something. So these are the potential things for the negligence. So these are the most common reasons for the litigation. We all know: wrong diagnosis, wrong decision making, hiding facts, poor supervision, incomplete or improper consent, complication, foreign body retention, postnatal complication, and poor documentation. So we have to keep all these things in the mind, and these are the potential breach in the obstetric care. So too little too late. आप जल्दी रिफर भी कर दोगे तो भी और आप प्रॉब्लम में हो, और बहुत देर से रिफर कर रहे हैं तभी भी आप प्रॉब्लम में हैं. So you have to recognize the red flag signs and you have to refer early. And documentation is necessary. Communication with patient and relative proper communication is necessary. And actually protection of healthcare providers, you should give protection to your healthcare provider also, and you are the responsible for your own team. So you have to adhere at all guidelines also. And then when to act, you have to act as early as possible. Take notice what is going wrong, and you have to just act early. You have to follow and respect all the laws of your country. You have to do record keeping. I'm not going for this. Then there are few tips for hospital workers. Actually you have to evaluate the situation. Sometimes आपको देख के समझ में आया था ये 15-20 जो रिश्तेदार खड़े हुए हैं, ये अब आपके यहाँ कुछ मॉब वायलेंस कर सकते हैं. Just you have to be very vigilant about all these things before referring or after referring the patient. So these are the recommendations. Institutional obstetric emergency readiness audit should be there, periodic drill should be there, implementation of obstetric rapid response team should be there, strengthening the district referral linkages, use of digital communication tool for early warning and teleconsultation. To sum up, critically ill obstetric patient presents unique challenges due to pregnancy changes and 2 lives being at stake. So everything or anything can go wrong, and you have to be very vigilant when you are dealing with the patient. And team preparedness, timely referral, and meticulous documentation form the third that saves lives and safeguards against medical legal risk. Obstetric emergencies are unpredictable, but readiness and accountability can transfer outcomes and protect practitioner. Madam just said about the communication thing. I just want to add one thing. There should be visual flow charts. Simulation training, they are good, but there should be this visual flow chart should be there. Every team member should read again and again and again, and they have to think about this. First you have to stabilize, then inform, then document, then transfer, and then receive the summary on duty room. And the strength of a team lies not on its plan, but it is the ability to adopt together when plans fail. Sometimes as a team we do wonders, but when the team is not ready, we cannot do anything. Thank you. Thank you.